Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy Red MF, aka Ultra Sav, aka SSJ4 Sav, aka SSJ4 Sav, is back with another video, and this is the newest installment of the Sparkling Zero is Trash saga. And if you want to know if I'm milking these videos for views, honestly, hell yeah, I am, nigga. And the main reason I'm doing it is because Bandai is milking this game. And Shueisha is milking this game. And Shonen Jump is milking this game. And Bird Studio is milking this game. But let's get into it. And if you ask, have I watched this trailer? And y'all probably think I have. I've seen clips of this trailer here and there, but some of y'all probably think I'm one of them fake ass reaction channels who fake like they didn't watch the trailer when they know damn well they did. And if I would have rewatched the trailer and it was trash, I'll just tell y'all rewatch it. I'm not like that. Like I'm not finna get mad. I don't even get paid off this shit. Like I just do this for a hobby. But somebody's got to state the truth about these mediocre pieces of media, such as these games. But let's get into it. Because I'm not finna overreact to be a minstrel show. Hey, this is loud as fuck. Hey,
Goes higher and higher!
New DLC.
I'm going all out!
So you got Vegeta right in Dragon Ball Super, which I was kind of mad that the whole point of Vegeta's character development is he's a Saiyan, and when he marries, you know, an Earthling and befriends Earthlings, the more he loses his armor to get, Earthling clothes. And in Z, when he first appears full Saiyan armor, you know, during Dragon Ball Z, he loses the body armor, then he loses, the gloves and the boots. Then in GT slash End of Z, which take place around the same time, he's just wearing, bad man, bad boy biker clothes, which Vegeta is a bad boy, and that's why Bulma married him after all. But that's besides the point. Base, I was mad that if Super takes place after Z and in between GT, like why the hell would Vegeta not have, less Saiyan armor on or no Saiyan armor? Because at the end of Z, he was barely wearing any Saiyan armor, and then GT takes place after Z, so I would think Vegeta would have the same outfit from the Buu saga, you know, or the same outfit from GT, and Super. But it turns out that the outfit from the Buu saga is just his Cell saga outfit, but battle damage. So it's good in the Super manga, and in the Broly movie they made the Buu saga outfit, his default outfit, but it's just Vegeta's outfit but battle damage. So honestly, this should have been in the game because we already have character models for battle damage characters in this game, and we have character models for multiple battle damage characters clothes. So they could have gave Vegeta the battle damage outfit slash the Buu saga outfit. When I say Vegeta, specifically Super Vegeta. But that's whatever. I'll let it slide since we already got battle damage Vegeta with a little bit of broken body armor already. But I really prefer Vegeta, in the spandex. Pause. I don't mean it like that. No Diddy. I mean it like in a badass way. He looks more muscular, and it's a more simpler and sleek design that emphasizes character development. But we kind of did have battle damage Vegeta, but I want him battle damage without the body armor, but he looks cooler. So I'll let this slide for not already being in the game. We're gonna have
Give me all you got.
Okay, right here, Super Saiyan Bardock. This is some bullshit. This is a Super Saiyan bargain sale because Sparking Zero came out in the early 2020s, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Fighters came out in the mid to late 2010s. And those games, unlike Sparking Zero, they go on sale for like $5 to $20 every spring, summer, Christmas slash winter break. So, like every couple to few months, those games are on sale for $20, right? To $5. And those games got Super Saiyan Bardock, but in a game that's $70 that is on next gen consoles and current consoles, which is not really next gen, it's just current now. Same thing, vice versa, tomato, tomato. Didn't have Super Saiyan Bardock at release. Like, how does the newer game have less outfits and transformations than the older ones, bro? Like, Bardock literally one of my top
Just die already!
shit, man.
You face the Demon King himself. I shall rend you limb from limb.
This might actually be fun. Behold, this is what the ultimate android looks like.
So we got Hellfighter 17, which is just the same design as Buu Saga 17, which I mean it's cool. I don't really have a problem with Hellfighter slash Buu Saga 17. Technically Hellfighter and Buu Saga 17 is the same design except Hellfighter's eyes go red here and there, but he kind of did that in the Cell Saga too. You know, so I can't really say it's necessarily different, but that's besides the point. When Hellfighter 17 fuses with the clone of 17 becomes Super 17. So, we got basically Z17, Hellfighter 17, Super 17, and Dragon Ball Super 17, which is all good in the hood. But the problem with Piccolo Senior slash Demon King Piccolo in 17 from GT, both 17s, Hellfighter, the clone, and Super 17, which technically is two 17s that become one, but that's besides the point. Super 17 is two people in one. You get what I'm trying to say. It's kind of complicated. The thing is, like, Super 17 and King Piccolo was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is a game from the early to mid to late 2000s, which is around the time I was born, but they're not in Sparking, which came out in the early 2020s. And some of y'all say, oh, I'm a fan of a lot of fighting games lore. Oh, you play 2D fighting games. That's your favorite genre of fighting game. Your first favorite genre behind Arena Fighter. Well, technically Arena Fighter is behind 2D fighting games. 2D fighting games are number one fighting game genre for me. And DOA for fan service here and there. But that's besides the point. The reason why it's okay for a 2D fighting game, such as, I'll give an old example. The most popular character to be not in a newer game, but be in an older game and released as DLC was Chun-Li, right? In Street Fighter 2, Chun-Li was in all the Street Fighter 2s, but she didn't appear in Street Fighter 3 because she was basically retired. She went from a baddie to a MILF, right? And then in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which is the third Street Fighter game, the third Street Fighter 3 tongue twister, my bad. She appears as DLC, but the thing is, she got new moves, she got buffed, she got balance patches, right? She was easily the second strongest character in Street Fighter 3, and it was basically the opposite in Street Fighter 2. So when 2D fighting games re-release characters, as DLC that were default in older games, that's okay, because the thing is, those characters basically play completely different despite looking the same and get new outfits. Like, these guys literally are the exact same moves and exact same outfits from the previous Tenkaichi 3. I meant to say Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but it's abbreviated as Tenkaichi 3. But that's besides the point. Everybody pronounces things different. But basically, slang and accent aside, um, this is a problem with arena fighters like Tenkaichi series, unlike, 2D fighters like Street Fighter. When these arena fighters re-release characters, they play the exact same. The only time where characters are re-released and they play kind of different is maybe a Naruto Storm or Xenoverse 2, which is kind of like an MMO mixed with an arena fighter. So, every character plays different, even though they were in the last Xenoverse 1 game, and that kind of played different. And the arena fighters before that, Tenkaichi 3 played different. So in Xenoverse 2, when we get characters from Tenkaichi 3, you know, Xenoverse 1, Raging Blast 1 and 2, etc., it's okay. But these two niggas should have been in the base game.
Nowhere to run! Disappear!
New costumes and super attacks. The Gallic Kamehameha was in the Buu Saga. We should have had this for Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku with their Buu Saga fix. This should have been in the base game too. And you got Kamegi Team Gohan, right? I'm not gonna complain about this nigga not being a costume in fighters because 2D fighting games have to have limited characters to make sure every character is different, but you don't want the same character copied and pasted. That was a huge problem with Street Fighter in the Shotos and Mortal Kombat in the Ninjas. A lot of them was playing the same. So I understand not releasing costumes in 2D fighting games, but you don't want too much of the same character for just balance reasons. But those games need to have shorter rosters to make every character different and not get stale. But it's a serious problem in our arena fighter. I will be honest, Xenoverse 2 should have had Team Gohan with the Kamegi. But the thing about Xenoverse 2, it's like an MMO, so it's a arena fighter and an RPG, and the RPGs don't give characters too many costumes. So I'll give Xeno an excuse, but Sparking Zero does not get an excuse. It should have been in Sparking.
I already told you, that's enough!
Oh, that's the move he used to kill Bojack. Okay. I'll let that be DLC. I'll let that slide because you barely get that move, and that move is rare in most Dragon Ball games. I'll let the new move slide. New stages. Kame House was in Tenkaichi 3. That should have been in the game. Like, how you are arena fighter and you don't got stages? Arena fighters are supposed to be as accurate to the source material, unlike 2D fighting games, which are just about gameplay. Like, arena fighters are mostly about story, fan service, and gameplay. So, like, you shut the fan service / the stages, like, this shit sucks. New DLC coming soon. I know these niggas ain't charging. It don't say they charge. It's a free update, but free don't mean too much when it's like a $70 game. Most games are like 40 to 60. So I mean, I'm kind of getting charged extra. So free DLC doesn't mean too much, does it?